Hey guys, what's up? Luke here, and today we are going to be doing something I told myself I would never do again. And not because of the product, just because any kind of painting is just a pain in the butt to me. So I also want to have this car ready for the SRT showdown. And the wheels are like the dirtiest thing on the car. The paint's faded off of them and they just look like crap. So I figured for 50 bucks I'll just make them look better until I can get the actual new wheels and tires, which I do have planned. I'll show you those wheels and tires now, and a little bit of remnants of the last time that I Plastidipped the 95 Miata that I had. I'll show you a picture of the before and after. It came out pretty good. It was a learning experience, and there's definitely ways to do this the right way. This is not a tutorial video. I'm not an expert, but I know how to do it, and anyway, we'll get to it. As you can see here, the last time and this is completely my fault, like I said, I didn't put any tarp down on the ground, so I didn't think the overspray would actually get that bad on the ground. So I did that there, and I sprayed the hood vertically over here on the wall, and a little bit got on the side here, so I have remnants of Plastidip all over my garage, and it's a pain to get off. This is actually some of the concrete that was removed when I was trying to get just the Plastidip off. You can see the rest underneath the car there too. So anyway, I'll give you a little bit of closer look at the wheels. I mean, you can see that there's just paint missing, I mean, everywhere on these wheels, and they're just crappy all around the edges. This one's even worse here. I mean, it's like having a nice clean car and, well, or nice clean self, I guess, and having dirty shoes. I don't know. Everything on you is nice and brand new, but you're wearing some dirty old shoes. So I'm just gonna spray these, and you can see they're curb rashed. They're curb rashed pretty bad. There's even a huge indent here. So wheels and tires are definitely on the list first, and some coilovers, because they just have eye box on here. And I don't like the ride, so I'm gonna give it some coilovers. Anyway, let's get to it. And now, what comes in the box? I got I'm gonna do them basically the same color. This is called bronze gold, I think. I don't even know. Yeah, bronze gold. Basically the same color. You get 4 cans in the kit. Some pre-dip spray, which is like a cleaner, which I've already done these wheels. And then dip release. Now what they say with a dip release is to coat the tires with dip release, that way it doesn't stick to the tires. Now, however, I did that and I still had some leftovers on the tires, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and just tape off the tires this time. That way I have 100%. Don't have to worry about it. Last time my index finger about broke off from having to spray all 4 cans. So it's one thing if you're doing one wheel, you know, one day and another wheel the next day or something like that, but I went ahead and got this because for 10 bucks it's going to make life a whole lot easier. So if you're going to do this, I would highly recommend it if you're using cans. Now, I actually have a pro sprayer kit left over that my buddy has from doing the car, but I figured for wheels it's not worth it. It's not worth the time to bust out the whole pro sprayer kit, so the cans actually make it nice and easy. They give you I think 4 of these tarps, which is basically if you want to leave it on the car when you do it. So you would feed the tarp in between the wheel and the caliper. Now, I did that the last time and it worked fine, but this time I just want to do it 100%, I think, the right way, which is just taking the wheel off and just letting it get into every crevice. Because, you know, there's even inside these lug holes, you can see it's just really scraped up and dirty inside the lug holes. So I just want to get all that done the right way. Alright, so here I'm just going to show you how the pre-dip spray works. It's like a foam. There you go. And you just take it. Whoa, if I fall on top of it. And just use a clean microfiber to clean the whole wheel. I won't bore you with me cleaning this whole wheel, so I'll go ahead and do that and get to the spraying. Alright, so my ideas of taping the tire off is not going as planned. For one thing, the tape doesn't stick to the tire whatsoever. As you see. And I saw somebody at one point use playing cards, and I had these huge playing cards that my daughter really doesn't play with yet, that are some Disney cards, and I'm like, whoa, those are huge, that'll be awesome. Yeah, they don't go in. They don't stick inside the tire. So those ideas are out the window. So I guess I'm gonna go back to what you're supposed to do, and I'll just try to do a better job of it this time, which is using this dip release. And I think the biggest pain I had the last time was the overspray would just get into these little tiny lines here, and it was just such a big pain in the butt to get off. So I'm just going to make sure I use a bunch of this stuff and make sure the tire is nice and soaked everywhere on the sidewall. So here we go. Alright, so it looks like we've got the tire pretty well coated. What I'm going to do now is just go back, and it's also recommended with the pre-dip spray, and just clean off the very, very edge in case I just touch the edge a little bit, because that's all it would take for some pre-dip spray to be on right here. Just a little piece, and then that'll lift up that area, and then that's what causes the rest of it to just go bad. So I'm going to go around the edge, one good time with this pre-dip spray, and then that'll clean it nice and ready to go. Okay, now we should be ready to spray. Alright guys, so I'm a couple coats in, and my process just went sideways like it usually does. I can't get my back wheel off. Damn thing. These wheels, I don't know if they have hub-centric rings or something like that on them, but the back wheels I had to kick off, and now that I'm on jack stands, I didn't want to start kicking my car and stuff like that, so the damn driver's side back wheel will not come off, and I've hit it with a hammer a couple times, so I just had to tape off the lug nuts and tape off the studs, and then put the little plastic behind the rotor and on the rotor and the caliper to keep it protected. I'll show it to you. So it's just taken a little bit more time, so I haven't been checking in. And now my phone's talking to me in my pocket. So I'll show you the other wheels real quick. I think I've got about 3 or 4 coats on right now. And I'm just going to keep going at it. Guys, if you're doing this, do yourself a favor. Even if you're in a garage with the garage door open, just buy yourself one of these things. I'll show you something real quick that's funny. So you can see when I did the Miata in blue, this is what happened. So do yourself a favor and get one of these. You don't realize actually how good they work until you're using it, and then you take it off, and then because everything just smells normal in this thing, and then you take it off and it's just like you get a massive whiff of like paint or whatever the smell is. So do yourself a favor. I don't know, they were like $10 at the store. Just buy one of these things so you don't kill yourself later on. Okay, you probably won't be able to hear me very good because this is on GoPro audio, and I have my face mask on, but I'm just peeling it off my face for just a second. But I'm just going to show you what I do, what one pass looks like, and try to talk through it. But it's okay. If you really want to do this, just go to dipyourcar.com and or look up Dip Your Car on YouTube, and there's tons of videos by the owner who does a way better job than I do. So this is just for you to watch and enjoy me do it the bad way. I try to get in the grooves one shot at a time. And that's kind of how I make my passes, and one on the inside, and then a nice thick one on the outside so that'll peel off easier. So here we go. Okay, so I've done that coat. Now I'm going to do the inside. I'm going to do one around the outside. Nice thick. And then I started to do the spokes as well, just a nice flat spray on the spokes. And there you have it. So once this can's done, we'll be done. And then we'll see if this peels off and what's left over. All right, guys, so I got all 4 wheels done, and let's check them out for all of you peeling fanatics out there and like to watch bubble wrap being popped and things being smushed and all that kind of stuff. Let's see if it really lives up to the hype and I did it right. Well, this one's already peeling up here, so that's a good sign. So let's give it a whirl. So this is kind of what happened the last time. Half of it peeled off great, and the other half around the tire just doesn't come with it. But that's fine. That's because there's just not enough coating there. I should just be able to get some of that, get that out with the dip release relatively easy, but we'll find out. The main part is getting that clean line on the rim. And it came off very, very clean. So right around the rim, the edge, that's perfect. That took no effort whatsoever. I'm pretty happy with the way the wheels came out. They're 100% better than what they looked like. So I'm gonna see how easy the rest of this stuff is to get off. Oh, yeah, looks like it'll be pretty easy. Looks like if I just get a rag in there with some of that dip release, I'll be able to just take the rest of that stuff off pretty good. Let's just do one more for you guys, right? Here, this looks like a good one. Break in. There we go. Let's go this way this time. The tire was dirty too, so I'm sure that helped. Beautiful. Perfect. Can read all the lettering. And you've got this side here. It looks like that's gonna rub off real easy. I'm just taking it off with my thumb right here, so that should come off pretty easy with some with a rag and some dip release. All right, so I got them all done, and as you can see, they look a lot better than what they did. I know I didn't really do close-ups on the wheels before, but I'll show you a picture of what they look like if you haven't seen them yet. A lot cleaner for sure. They were clean before I did some pulls earlier and got some dirt on them, but overall I think it just makes it, you know, kind of finalizes the clean look. It's got the tint on there, the wheels, you know, there's just a little bit of touch up I got to do, you know, right there actually on the corner of the fender, but other than that, she is looking clean. And I'll put up some photos for you guys that I took earlier today as well. That should turn out pretty cool. So, all right guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm having an absolute blast with this thing. Now that as of right now it's running, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's running really good. The air works, it's boosting, it's holding the boost, and you know, all the electronics are working, and it's nice and clean now. So until I get the new wheels and the tires and the coilovers, maybe replace some of the eBay parts, it's going to stay this way for quite a while. Stay tuned for another video where I've got pretty much just going to be a lot of sounds, I guess sights and sounds video coming up soon. Smash the like button, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one, guys.